Hello everyone, Loosertribe here again. Today I'm gonna do a review on some old assets again. So I've just done the Gali Olda review and now I'm gonna continue with the Pohatu review. So Toa Pohatu, because this is what it was called in 2001, or you can also call it Toa Pohatu Mata Olda anyway. It's not really that important. So first of all, again, I'm gonna begin with the canisters review itself. So you got the Lego Technic logo white A and the grayish border, which was a part of the Bionicle design on the box and canisters in the recent years, but has just disappeared in 2003, I think. So this was really a quick design. Here's the Bionicle logo, and of course the pictures of Pohatu taking a walk. I'm gonna come back on this later. And here you got the Unity Duty Destiny logo and Pohatu written on it. The Bionicle logo, Bionicle website ad. The parts list and the model in its final form, or I think when you have finished to build it. Here's the poster. I don't have it anymore, so I can show it to you. Excuse me. And of course, the fact that you can put the Toa in the canister without destroying it. And of course, the fact that, as you may know right now, because it's the third time I show you, the fact that this part, as you can see, moves. The sheet of plastic part, I think, of paper plastic, yeah, right here, can move and reveal some image right here and there. So I'm just gonna focus it on Pohatu, yeah, like that, and you got the mask again with the mascot and the CanCon right here, which was to put in the yeah, you just have to put the code. You just add, excuse me, it's a things of the past. You just had to put this in the bionicle.com website, but right now I think it's the biocode and the My Lego Network stuff. So anyway, it's past. And here's the image, of course, of the canisters on the shores, revealing the parts and some excerpts, if I can say, of the building instruction, which can show you the features right here. And as you may notice, this part is red, but it's when you bought it at the time, it was brown, but I don't have the white lid anymore, so I can't find the brown or tan part. So I just put another tile lid, because as you have seen, I think each Toa have a lid which match its colors. So for example, Gali, which is the water's element, is blue, so the lid is also blue. Yeah. And I think that for finish, I'm just gonna use, of course, the lid features with the holder head and the axle hole to put an other holder head and of course the mask which goes with it. So yes, that was the canister. Excuse me for the lid, which is incorrect, but anyway, that's, I think you can see some reviews on bookshelf of the white canisters, or just on some site like Busy Power and stuff like that. So I'm gonna continue with the instruction booklet. So you got the same pictures as the canisters box. Again, the same image for every Toa, which with the canister releasing the parts on the shores of Matanui. And I got the image of the features. I'm gonna come back on this later. And here you got the image for the other Toa Keita, so the other big combo, which is made of 3 Toa, so 3 Toa set. So this time it's with Pohatu, Onua, and Tau set. And I have said in my review of Gali, it's important in the storyline. So this combo at the time were really were also played a role in the storyline. And that's what was nice about them. And here you got the same image, except for the fact that this time you can see the Kakama mask, which is put on the lid. because as you may have noticed, on the galley this was the Coco mask, and here it's the Pohatu mask. So I think it's nice details. And again, the lead change of color. Here it's blue because it's galley, and here it's tan and brown. Yeah. They're just this image of the mask which don't really change anyway. But a nice sense of details. And right now I'm gonna just show you the set, I think, yeah. So again, I will explain you later why I decided to choose Pohatu next, because again, every Toa Holder is in his way, or maybe yeah, every Toa are in their way unique, and Pohatu really is unique. So I'm gonna show it to you later. But right now, I think I'm gonna speak about the color scheme again. So we've got some brown and some tan or beige. I think you can in the UK or in the US you also call this beige, and this is what we call this in France too. So it's beige or tan. I think it's the same color. So this is for the color. We also got black on the hands and on the shoulders part, which is the connectors anyway, and some gray stuff on the gears part. For the new parts or the recolors parts, again, of course, this is the recolors part or new parts at the time, because the parts are not new anymore. So this set introduces the holder body in brown anyway, the holder legs in tan. Again, for the same thing for the Toa feet, which are in brown. And here you got the staff or the waypoint, if I can say, of the Pohatu, which is on the feet, so it's kind of original. I will come back on this later. And here you got, and this part is, what can I say? Yeah, it's put on the feet with an axle. Right here, an axle, three axle. Or axle of 3, I don't know anyway. So the arms are not really new because they were also they are slicer or robot parts, and I think they were already released in tan in the slicer, maybe in the sand or dust slicer or robot anyway. So just go check it out on Brickset. Maybe this was not even a new color. And for the end. Oh wait, I can say it's end, yeah, anyway. The end, it's another slicer part, which is called connector block with ball socket. So it doesn't really mean any things apart from the really specific Lego fans of parts, but anyway, it's how this part is carried on P1, which do inventories of which does sets inventories. And the other new part is of course the mask, the camera itself, which is, as I've said, called Kakama. And here you got the code right here, so I think it's 5mg. And here's the part to put it on his head, and the head, of course, is also on a piece which was introduced with the Toa Holder series. And this time his eyes and brain are orange. I think that's all, and yeah, so I think I'm gonna now talk about the construction itself and what make Pohatu in some kind unique. It's the fact that this time the main body frame, which is the same with excuse me, with every Toa, this time is kind of upside down. As you can see, the part for the head is put on the crotch, and the part for the crotch, which is here is on the top. So what this means? This means that the gears are here, and this time the features is on the legs and not on the arms, for example, on Tahu or Gali on the other Toa, because this is the only Toa which got gears on this part and which features the legs. So again, it works almost it's for exactly the same than the other Toa, but this time just the legs which move. So you can just kick some nice stuff. You can also kick the work, which is included in the set itself. So it's kind of a nice sense of detail. They put they give you a work. So let me just show you, so you can just kick it. It was really impressive, eh? So anyway, just to show you that it works and you can shoot stuff right there. So it's kind of a nice things. And of course, because the torso body is upside down, the parts for putting the head is different. So we got some parts right here, which is held with an axle of 5, which link also the two connectors for the arm. So it's the axle is very useful. And this piece, I think, is called angle connector because, I think I'm gonna just destroy it to show you. This is this part, as you can see, with an pin hole right here, and axle hole on the other side. You just have to put, this. Anyway, to put this like that, and after that, you take your arm with the axle of 5 and you just hope it works. So yeah, right here. And then you got the part to attach the neck, and the neck is this part. I don't have the name of the part, but anyway, you've got an axle hole on the side, and perpendicular to that you got an axle, excuse me. And you just put this in the head, and ta-da! It works. So again, the head is donor. No, I don't think you can say that, but I don't have the word, but it's not as height as the head of Gali, for example. If I just put the two aside, as you can see, Gali is more taller. It's taller. No, it's not more taller. It's taller than Pohatu. So just to show it to that. So yeah. So I think that's all about Pohatu I have to say about him. Of course, the articulation, maybe you've got 2 points of articulation on the arms because they are really this time specials. Yeah, you can turn this like that or like this, for example, if you want him to prepare to kick, and 2 points of articulation, excuse me, on the legs. And of course, this legs is linked to a gear, so it's on a feature, so you can't really put it in the way you want. Sometimes, for example, if I want to put it in this way, it falls automatically because there's a gear, so you have to put to maintain the weight on some kind. It's kind of you gangster, you pose, sort of pose anyway, but that's kind of cool because Pohatu is nice, eh? I think the yeah, that's nice. Just kick the ball, the stone ball, or the collie ball anyway, because this is what it was called. So yeah, this was Pohatu, as you may have noticed. So it's really unique because the main frame is upside down, and because other things too. For example, the features is on the legs, the staff too, because the staff or weapon anyway, because is on the feet. Right here you can also see some pins added on the legs, right here. So that's kind of new things too. And of course the arms are also different with some ball joint on the shoulders, you have noticed. And the hands are also different from all the other Toa. So really unique Toa in my opinion. So if you have a chance to get your hand on it, just go and grab it because it's nice. It's really different than the other Toa, and I think when I have done every Toa holder reviews, I will show you the 6 together, and you will notice that they are all different and unique in their own ways. So that's really nice, and I think Pohatu is one of the most unique and best Toa Holder set, but they're all really good. So anyway, just stay tuned for more Toa reviews, because I think the next week I'm gonna just finish this Toa Holder review, so we can go on and pass on other things. Anyway, so if you have any comments about the set itself or the reviews anyway, just post it, and I think I will answer really quickly, because yeah, no, just I will answer it think quickly when I pass on YouTube. So I hope you enjoy this review, and if you have any critics or constructive criticism, excuse me, just say it. So I hope you enjoyed it. This was my review of Toa Pohatu, and hope to see you. Yeah, no, this is I think the fourth or fifth time I said I hope you enjoyed this video. So I think I'm just gonna say see you later, and bye bye.